Hi friends, this is MD Vegan. I make a rice dish today, cauliflower rice. And it is a special cauliflower rice. It suddenly came to me because I was thinking about these guys here. Barberries. You know these? In Persia, they are so common, they put it in every dish. Usually they cook it with the rice. And it is a very unusually sour fruit, the berry. But it's so delicious. It's red. You might not be able to see it here. It's dried. And it's ripe in June. And then it would ripe. And it's common in Europe. And it's super healthy because it's so sour. But I never have seen, or experienced, or tasted such a sourness in a pleasant way. It's sour, more sour than lemon, everything. You have to try it, barberries. And but it is not in the simplest way tart. No bitterness, nothing, just pure sourness. It's so pleasant. I mean, it's really good. You have to try it. And there's a good reason that Persians from ancient times always put it in their rice. They also put pistachios in that rice, in those dishes. So the Persians have many of these kind of things. It's wonderful for a good and healthy vegan cuisine. But we in the Western world rarely notice. I have some Persian friends that told me, so I know. And I will prepare a cauliflower rice today. I have half a cauliflower here today. That's my usual ratio for one person, for me. Small cauliflower, not too large. And I just cut it in half and make some pieces. Just with a chef's knife. Chuck, chuck, chuck. Finish. Just to prepare it for my food processor. Food processor fitted with the S-blade. You see the wave-like blade here. That's a perfect tool to make cauliflower rice. And I'll show you in a second. It does only take 2 seconds. You can hardly make one dancing around, a blender dance. You'll see, and it's ready. And cauliflower rice is one of my big favorites. It's a staple for sure, and because there's so much water in it, at the same time it's crunchy, and it is so balanced in nutrients that it can replace it to potato. I can eat it on a daily basis. Earlier the people were eating potatoes every day, many parts of the world, and of course you have to cook potatoes, usually. I mean, there are some ways to use potatoes without cooking. In China that is well known, but usually we cook them here, and of course I love a cooked potato. I cannot resist it, always so nice. But I rather have these cauliflower dishes now. They are so wonderful for me and so nutrient dense. I would say it is better than potato. So this is just very easy. Just my rice here, see, that's the first stage. You see it's nice. And I will refine it a little bit. I take some Himalayan salt here, just half a teaspoon for half a head. Not more, definitely not more. Unless you use the rice in another dish where salt is needed. But it makes it pretty quickly. The rice will be too salty. And because cauliflower has a very little flavor, and I just put the salt in there to refine it a little bit. Because the cauliflower also has a little of a strange flavor. It's more a smell. Many of the chard has it, and especially cauliflower. And we know, and if you cook it, for example. So I put some olive oil. This is a handmade olive oil. Very nice product from a friend of mine. I put here, it's just 1 tablespoon or so, not very much. Just to make it a little bit more tasty and flavorful. And a little more glossy, more shiny, more brilliant. it looks a little bit more like rice, and it has it transforms all of this probably a little bit of strange flavor or smell cauliflower can have. After a while, I let it sit, get this flavor or this smell, but it's really not a big problem. And I could also eat this cauliflower rice with a little bit of olive oil and salt as is. Wonderful. You see, it looks a little bit different now. It has this a little bit more intense flavor of the olive oil. And it's wonderful, you know, see, like this. Yummy. Very nice. The right amount of salt, just a half teaspoon, and 1 tablespoon of olive oil. Perfect. Now I put the other 2 ingredients in, the pistachios and the barberries. See? I don't want to use it too much, so I have to be careful. You see, I never did this kind of seasoning for the rice. It's the first time now. I don't want to use too much. Let me see. It looks good at the first glance. I will try a spoon just to have a feeling. Oh, nice. Wow, very cool. I guess it's enough. Oh. And now the pistachios. I don't take all of them, just trying to hit the spot, just to give it the right proportion, because this kind of cooking with only 3 ingredients, or the method of 3 ingredients, of trinities, of different trinities. I have 1 trinity for the rice to refine it, and 1 trinity for the whole dish. This kind of cooking is more about quantities or proportions. You know, you develop a feeling of proportions because with the ingredients you cannot change a lot. They are limited number only. But the proportion, the quantity, that you can change. Let me see what it's like. Okay. I can put the rest in. That's okay. Everything. Yeah. Because today I will not add anything else. Just these 3 main ingredients: cauliflower rice, the barberries, and that. Sorry for eating with a full mouth. But I have to taste it now. Otherwise, I can't determine the right quantity here. Yeah, because this is my complete dish today. I will try this. Pistachios, barberries, cauliflower rice. That's it. I'm greatly looking forward to it. So nice. I love it already. And also, you can combine it with other ingredients, whether vegetables, the broccoli, or whatever. I don't know. The dressing, probably. The Persians, they put the rice one part of the dish, and then they have a lot of small dishes at the same time, like the Asians a little bit. A close culture. They are related somehow by tradition. Indians have influenced the Persians, of course. And now the ancient Persians, they are in India too, because in Persia itself, in Iraq, in Iran, not allowed anymore. They have driven out of the country, and the main community of ancient Persians, they have a Zarathustran religion, very high ethical standard. I have a friend who has that religion. He always asks himself every night before he goes to bed. He asks himself, "What did I do correct today? What was my service to others? Was I morally integrity?" And so that's what they wonder. That is a very high moral standard. By the way, they don't care about veganism, and so that I don't like that at all. But otherwise, they are nice people, and these kind of people, they are now in India a lot strong community, because there is a lot strong bond between these cultures. Yeah, and I like to explore the kitchen and the cooking of other cultures, and this one is probably very rich in many details. Yeah, they put many dishes together. I will enjoy this rice today, and probably you have ideas what kind of you could add to it, or just enjoy. I don't know. It's up to you. Same as subscribing to MD Vegan on YouTube, my channel on YouTube, and my Facebook site also, MD Vegan. See you soon.